Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Hank Aaron. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
So just about set now. And towing the slab in this one, Greg Maddux. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
Ready to go now? And stepping in for New York, Roberto Clemente.
There's so much Clemente can do at the plate and in the field.
The wide to kick the pitch. Got him. One away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
So digging in, Keith Hernandez. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. And there are two outs. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Keith Hernandez.
This guy had an on-base percentage of over 400 last month. That's just telling you he's taking his walks, he's getting his knocks, he's finding some holes. Everything just going really well for him right now. But don't overlook the fact that that happens because he's having consistently good at-bats.
And a 1-1. That's through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Popped up. Freeman drifts towards it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Mets go down quickly. And now the Braves with their first chance to hit were scoreless. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back at Truist Park. And on the hill in this one, Pedro Martinez. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
The 1-1. That misses off the outside edge. The other way, and he beats the shift.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
In there at the knees. 1-2. Acuna on at first, nobody out. Next pitch inside, and the count is 2-2.
It's a good take.
Three-two now. And here it comes. Roll to short, could be two. Glove flip for one, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Very smooth on the feed to second right there. You got to love that glove toss, Boog. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually can make more sense to do that than try to make a full transfer. And you got to remember, these guys work on that play all the time, so it's in their back pocket whenever they need it.
And now, Hank Aaron. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, right field. It spills out of his glove. Around first, heading for two. The throw into second, but he's in there easily.
Oh, Boog, I feel for him right there. And to drop a pop-up like that as an outfielder, it's kind of like an infielder that gets the yips and can't throw across the diamond. You hope it doesn't get in his head, because everyone is paying attention to the next fly ball that he's going to get to make sure he makes the catch. And when he does, there'll be a whole lot of folks applauding sarcastically.
Yeah, that's too high.
One strike.
Fought off foul. The next offering misses. Full count now. David Justice would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. In the air to left center. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that is the third out of the inning. End of the first from Truist Park. No score. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their number one job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And next for the Mets, Monty Irvin. 1 for 4 in Sunday's game. Here's a 1-2. That one hammered center field. Back there. And that one is gone. He'll circle the bases. It's his 6th home run of the season, and the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Stepping in, David Wright. On the ground, right side. Can't field it cleanly. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they do get the out.
The designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. 3-2 on the way. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. Got him swinging. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the veteran outfielder, David Justice. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
High fly ball down the left field line. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down.
Batting 6, the designated hitter.
Here's Austin Riley. Austin Riley, a guy that's turned into one of the young stars in the National League. Chris, he's got big-time power. The next pitch misses. Ball 2.
He's got power, and he's also been able to develop the glove defensively. Another guy that Ron Washington's helped go to the next level. Now he doesn't have to worry about making mistakes defensively, and he can have better at-bats because of it.
Hernandez makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Ozzie.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Kicks and deals. Swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a ball and 2 strikes. And that's down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's towards center. Clemente in position. Drops into the glove, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. And a curve is down and in. Two now. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
The 2-1. There's a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And the righty deals. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 2 away now. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Next pitch is outside.
Pitcher doing an excellent job of working in and out. Jammed him with one pitch, now going away. Tell you what, as a hitter, you've got to look at one part of the plate. You can't cover from black to black. It's just too tough in this type of an at-bat.
A little bit high. And the count is 3-1. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. his 13th home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Keith Hernandez up now for the Mets. First time up was a pop out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Here's Orlando Arcia.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Good eye in that spot. The pitch. And that's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So here's Murphy now, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Runner at first with no outs here. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 3.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
This one blasted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. It's his 8th home run of the year, and we are starting over. It's 2-2.
When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Ronald Acuna Jr. getting ready to hit. 1-for-1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. That one off the mark, and a count 2-1. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him. One away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. And that's through there for a strike. Next pitch way upstairs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Left-hand batter waits. And now it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
The kick, the 3-2. Out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
The right fielder.
So up next, Hank Aaron. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate.
Got him. Inning over. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Vladimir Guerrero. The 1-2. On the ground. Slings it across. One up, one down.
Now batting, catcher, Mike.
And here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. He was a strikeout victim his first time. There's a swing and a drive. Aaron moving back for it. Looking up. Out of here. So he goes the opposite way with that one. His 17th of the year. It's 3-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's the left fielder, Monty Irvin. He's already homered in this one. That one fouled off, 2-2.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
One down, base is empty.
3-2.
On a line, base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, David.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Grounded out his first time up. The 1-1. There goes Irvin. Pitch misses. Throw to second. He's safe.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for these guys.
The pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Just a slow ground ball this time. Tosses to first, and there's 2 away.
Up next is Matt, the designated hitter. He's Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back at Truist Park, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Chipper Jones. The 1-1.
That's a ball.
Action in the pen down there. Jose Quintana getting ready to go. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is even 2-2. Next offering is fouled back. And down on strikes he goes. Now 1 away. And here is David Justice. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Left-hand hitter waits. Rocketed out towards right center. And it's into the gap. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
1 down. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. He popped out his first time. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. Back even. It's 3-3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Next offering misses. 2-1. Righty to the plate. And there's a foul ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
Right-hander kicks, deals, and that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Riley at first, 1 gone. foul ball, and it remains a full count. At the belt and fires. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Jose Quintana comes on now.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. The walk and a run scored his first time. That one missed.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Two on, one out. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Sean Murphy. He's already homered here in this one. Here's a 1-1. Line drive, base hit. Here comes the runner. There comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 4-3.
Big RBI for him right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 2. 2 outs. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Irvin gets under it. He's got it. And the inning is over. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets 3. New inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, Craig Biggio.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Ball to strike. Now this is a rocket to left. And there's one down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
So digging in, Roberto Clemente. He's already homered in this game. Biggio, the base runner at first with 1 out. Check on the runner. Biggio back in on a dive. Another move to first.
No, he's safe.
And a pitch.
That's the ball.
Now move to first.
Oh,
Biggio back on a dive. And a pitch. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, you can't fault the defense for not paying enough attention. They threw over a few times, but he just waited it out, kept his timing. He was able to swipe the bag. Nice job of base running right there.
The 3-1. Swung on, belted. That one's got a chance. And out of here. His second home run of the game, and that gives him a lead. It's 5-4.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
And now it's going to be Keith Hernandez. This to center field. And Acuna able to make the grab. So up next for New York, Vladimir Guerrero. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Hammered, base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
So man aboard. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Mike Piazza. And a pitch. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And next for the Mets, Monty Irvin.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Kicks and fires. And there's a ball. Now fly ball to right center. Acuna after it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Back here in Atlanta, and here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a 2-1 on the way. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And that ball is out of here. Freddie Freeman the opposite way. His 7th home run of the season. And we are all tied up. It's 5-5. Singy, that's his 299th career homer.
Yep, closing in on a pretty big career milestone. 300 will be extremely special. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And next for Atlanta, Hank Aaron. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
2-1 now. In the air, out towards left center. Clemente puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chipper Jones. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. He goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
David Justice next up for the Braves. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. The pitch. And another ball. Austin Riley in the on-deck circle. The pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And a pitch. Way high.
1 strike.
Ozzie Albies, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. And that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So up next, Ozzie Albies. 2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
All set for the top of the 6th. Here's a speed threat, David Wright. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. And the right-hander's 3-1.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
And a payoff pitch. Line drive, caught.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Pete Alonso digs in now. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
This one smoked out to left. He dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit.
All over that one right there. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Craig Biggio, the next to hit. Here's a 2-2. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Arcia tossed to second, over to first, safe. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And he deals. Started to go after it. Now a look down to third. Didn't go. And the right-hander deals. Just off the inside edge.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see.
Well struck, right field, and gone. Francisco Lindor sends it out. His 9th homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 7-5.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Greg Maddux is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Nick Anderson. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Nick Anderson.
So digging in, Roberto Clemente.
Flashed his power last time, blasted one over the wall to the opposite field.
Anderson ready to work. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
That really wasn't a bad pitch at all, but hitters these days just aren't afraid to get up on top of the plate.
Man at first, and stepping in for New York, Keith Hernandez. Righty delivers. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Colin McHugh up and throwing. Chavez getting loose as well. Two and one now. Good eye right there. Chris, with that distraction and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And the 3-1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Freeman under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that will end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. And it's 7-5. You're dialed into the show. We go to the top of the 7th at the plate. Vladimir Guerrero. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And it's fouled away.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Guerrero tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. And a 3-2. Got him. And that's the first out.
Up next for the Mets.
Mike Piazza up now for the Mets. This guy has turned into a beast.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And here it comes. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. Piazza out in the play.
The left fielder, number 20, Monte Urban.
Now the left fielder, Monty Irvin. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
The pitch.
Ball.
There's a strike. The 2-2 on the way. In the air, right field. And it falls. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
2 outs, runner at first. So up next for New York, David Wright. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Checks over to first, back safely. Kicks and deals. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Next is the designated hitter, Pete Alonso. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Around third. He will score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. Ground ball right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Third out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 8-5. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 8 and the Braves 7. Now on the bump, Edwin Diaz.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Well, 1-run game. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Hank Aaron. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. 3-2. In the air out towards right center. Guerrero moving under it. And it's caught for the out. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism has shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And Next for Atlanta, David Justice. The pitch. Line drive, base hit.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Substitution now at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Michael Harris. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Outfield deep here. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out. And that's the ball game.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
And a final 8-7. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 8 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They left 6